Hi. So it's now Sunday. Weather was nice Friday, as you saw from the map. Nice yesterday, and today it's gone grey. So that's about right, really, isn't it? But anyway, I'm having a quick cuppa, and then it's Driffield bound. I've got to go and get some shopping in and what have you. And today it's beef, and I'm cooking for 2 extra because I've got my parents coming over. So because we were going to go out and we'd forgotten about it this week, so we'll probably go out another week. But so we're just gonna have them over here and have a nice beef dinner, Yorkshire puddings and all the trimmings. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So God, what's been happening? Let's have a look. YouTube. My subs have been going up and down a lot. I've had it's like, after I'd spoken about it last week, I got sort of like about 4 extra subscribers, then 2 dropped off, then 2 went back on, and then I lost 1 again. So it's been as high as 650 and now it's back down to 649, so weird. So I don't know whether it was like me talking about it that made people go over and check, or whether it's more likely it was just because I've had like a few extra comments on certain videos now, more about the ones that are sort of like I suppose extending the use of your technology, like HDMI converters and stuff like that, so that you can sort of like add an extra screen to your laptop, stuff like that. So there's obviously a lot of people looking at that sort of thing at the minute. And another thing I had to put in a copyright strike because somebody had basically uploaded one of my videos, but they hadn't even been sly about it. So a big thank you to the guy that pointed that out to me, and I put in a notice and it's been taken down. So I got an email this morning saying it's taken down. So Mr. Cooper, I see you've been busy. I know you had that nice trip up to, it was just, God, I can't remember the name of the place now, but it was actually just sort of southwest-ish of Aberdeenshire, wasn't it, where Mr. Sutherland lives. Speaking of which, I found a beast in the garden last night. I tried throwing I was going to try throwing a Pokeball at it and then realised I didn't have any, so, but it probably wouldn't have worked on this kind of beast anyway. Oh, right. Okay, let me just get rid of that. Right, off. I've got my granddaughter in the back. You can just see the pink, that's a carry bag thing with all her bits and pieces in. We just had a major baby explosion. So that's all dealt with now. Now going to drop her off, go and do some shopping, and get back and get on. Because, like I say, I've got my parents coming as well, so cooking for 5, yeah, 5, something like that. Anyway. Oh, excuse me. So. The sun's sort of trying to break through the clouds a little bit. It's strange really. It's quite warm though. It's not cold out. I mean, it's 20 degrees it says here. I think Friday was 24 and it must have been like 22 yesterday. But I think we've got a higher chance of rain today. So, which stands to reason. I mean, we're absolutely covered in cloud. But, yeah, I bought a little phone clamp that sits on top of that tripod, which is better than the one I had. It's much easier to use, easier to get in and out of. And the reason I got that one is it's one with a tripod thread, obviously. And so now what I'm looking at is something like like a very sort of, I'm trying to find, I mean, you lot might know of one. I'm looking for a very rigid sort of suction cup that'll either go on the windscreen or on the dash here, and then I can screw that to it. So I want one that's got a tripod thread sticking out of it. Now, I've looked at a few. I mean, I don't want to pay a fortune, and I don't want one of those with 3 suction cups or anything like that, because obviously that's too big for inside the car. So, you know, I'm looking for something, you know, 1 suction cup, and I've looked at a few, and I don't want to pay out like 20-30 quid for one of the fancy ones. Obviously they're going to give you the best rigidity, or you would have thought so, for that kind of money. I looked at some other ones, and I'm reading through the reviews, and you know what it's like. You get you know, it'll say it's like 4.5 stars or something like that, and you'll go and have a look, and there'll be loads of people that have said, oh yeah, it's awesome, it's a great bit of kit, and then what do you expect for a couple of quid? And then you look down and there'll be 2 1-star reviews that say it was an absolute pile of rubbish that broke and fell apart in no time. So, you know, it's so I'm just looking through and just see what I think, really, but I will sort of get one and hopefully make the phone a little more rigid when it's in the car. It's either that or I just get a car with a smoother ride down. As you can see, I still haven't had my hair cut. That's being disputed right now as to who's going to bloody well cut it. I don't like the wife doing it because it's awkward for her. It hurts her. And to be quite honest, because she would be sat in a chair, and it means that I've then got to like kneel on the floor or sit on a cushion or whatever, and it becomes painful for me. My knees just don't really handle that sort of thing very well anymore. So I said, if it comes to it, I'll just do it myself. It won't be brilliant, and I won't be able to, you know, finish it around the back of the neck and the ears and what have you, but I'll be able to get the bulk of the length off. So, but yeah, that's being dealt with anyway. I'll probably just wait until one of the carers that's willing to cut my hair comes back, and because I know we've got one on holiday at the minute. They've all been getting holidays and stuff going on at the minute, so, you know, I mean, they've all got families, so, you know. But I'll probably just wait till one comes back that's willing to just run the clippers over my hair. I mean, I just give it a number 3 or 4 all over. 3 normally, I think. I mean, there was one girl that used to do it. She used to actually give me a 4 on top, 3 round, and grade it all in and everything. You know, she was quite good at it. But I'm all right with the 3 all over. It does me, especially this time of year. I mean, my hair normally only gets like, you know, 2 cuts a year at most, something like that, maybe 3 at a push. But right, I'm nearly there. And then, like I say, I've just got to get down to Tesco's and get some bits and pieces. So I'll catch up in a bit. Just to find the loudest tears. We set down by the fire, knowing we couldn't hide. Good thinking, Batman. Good stuff, that, innit? I've done stuff like that myself before. Yeah, it's one of those life hacks, innit? You got to do what you got to do sometimes. So, yeah, I've just finished getting some bits and pieces in Tesco's. It's strange because obviously, you know, B&M got put in over there. And what happened was Tesco's originally bought that. It was belonged to QuickSave or something like that. They bought it, and the whole idea was, you know, they knocked the wall down to double the car park size. And the whole idea was they put in about several different plans to put in a bigger store. Basically, I think I think that, you know, they were going to build a new store somewhere over there and eventually level this one, turn it into car park sort of thing. It was something like that anyway. But they had several different plans of how they were going to do it. And the whole lot got rejected, you know, people complaining about big wagons coming into the town and all that sort of thing. They obviously don't care about the town coming forward into this century sort of thing, do you know what I mean? It's the town's choking as it is, you know, the rents are too high in the shops keep closing all the time. It's just, you know, it's ridiculous. Most of the shops now are, you know, a load of them, even some prime town centre ones are turning into charity shops, you know, because of course they get them bloody, is it rent free or rates free, something like that, isn't it? So yeah, Tesco's have now actually spending money on the store as it exists. So we've got like new trolley bays put in, they've been cleaning all the chewing gum off the path outside. You know, there's a lot going on actually, and then inside the store there is absolutely loads going on. Obviously people are just complaining like hell. Oh, I can't find this and I can't find that. Well, open your bloody eyes then, you know. They've got little signs up saying you can now find it here until they get all the proper signs done. It's still ongoing, they've still got more stuff going on in there now. I, on the other hand, think it's great, you know. Yeah, it's alright here and there. A couple of the aisles have now been made extremely narrow. You know, they're literally just big enough for a couple of trolleys down them and what have you. You know, the townsfolk created it that way by not allowing them to build another store, which would have been better, you know. But they're obviously spending some of the allocated money that was going to be for that store on doing up what exists. And Tesco's, if you watch this, I doubt you do, but if you do, you're doing a great job. I'm happy with it. You know, you're getting more produce in, especially the veg section. That's great for walking around now. Loads of room there. And I know you got like new chillers going in and all sorts like that. I love it. And if you can extend, you know, some of the other bits and pieces, like you know, have a better range of SD cards and what have you. I'm not sure if you've moved them yet. I know they're missing off that at the end of that aisle, so I'm not sure if you've created a space elsewhere. I haven't really gone looking yet, but you know, all stuff like that. You know, and if you've got them at good prices, better than the rest of the bloody town, then you know, you got me as a customer for such things. I get my batteries from Tesco's all the time, you know, because they tend to have better deals on for the batteries. So yeah, keep it up. You know, just don't listen to the moaners. You know, can't find stuff. You know, they've got staff all over, you know, helping people and that. But yeah, I'm happy with it. So you know, obviously you're going to have a greater range of stock and what have you. You know, because you're creating extra aisle space, really. But so yeah, that's the main thing going on in the town at the minute. I came in last night actually, and I came in for our usual sort of takeaway, but I had to come in early, and I said to I think the wife had forgotten about it really. I said to her, I says, right, I need to be in and out of town by 5 o'clock, you know, for our takeaway sort of thing. And she's like, why? I said, because they've got the parade on. What parade? And it's what it is. It's the traction. It's the Vintage and Steam Rally is on at the showground, I think, today. And what they do is the day before they close off like the main sort of ring road circuit of the town, so to speak, which is like the main town centre, and then there's an adjacent road that runs the same sort of distance, and they run together. And of course they're joined at each end, so it's like a circular route, and they do a parade whereby all of the vehicles that are on the showground, some of, you know, you've got steam engines, you've got vintage vehicles, bikes, cars, trucks, you know, you name it, they've got it, and it all does a parade through the town. I think they do about 2 complete loops of the town, something like that. It's great to see. I mean, it's too awkward to bring the wife down to it, you know, and I don't think she really enjoys it that much. But yeah, it's, you know, it's good to see. And what we've started using at the minute, because the wife's not fond of pizza and kebabs and stuff like that, So there's a new one opened in town called the Hen House, which basically is KFC. You know, it's the same sort of thing. It's coated chicken, and you can buy meal deals. You know, where you get your chips and a drink and all that sort of thing. And it's very reasonable price, and I've not had a bad one yet. It's very tasty actually. Good sized chunks of chicken, so I'm very happy with it. And it's just where that's situated in town is a little awkward when they've got things like parades on, so I needed to be out, otherwise I'd have been barricaded in the town, and they sort of lock it down till about 9 o'clock sort of thing, because they also get like, sometimes there's like bouncy castles and stuff like that on the street. You know, they literally, you know, once the parade's gone round, then people have got like full access all over the roads because they're completely blocked off, and you know, they've got food vans on and stuff like that, and it's, you know, it's a nice wander around sort of thing, you know. But so like I say, that was all on last night, so I needed to be in and out, and I was sort of like in and out with minutes, just about 2 or 3 minutes to spare. In fact, they were just putting the cones up in part of the town as I was leaving. You know, they were starting to cone streets off and what have you, and the parking areas. So yeah, that was getting a bit hairy, that was, otherwise I'd have been leaving the car in town. Because it's a nightmare. I did once get caught in it, and I had to sort of drive round the loop with some of the traffic of the vintage vehicles. I'm sure people have been thinking, why hasn't that one got a number on it? But yeah, it can be a bit awkward. So anyway, grandchild dropped off, shopping done, and next I've got what time are we at? Yeah, I mean, it's gone 3, so I need to be cracking on really. I've got quite a bit to do. And as usual, bits and pieces get in the way, don't they? So anyway, I'll catch up in a bit, guys. Oh, it's finally the end of the day. It's, wow, it's late for me. Nearly 10 past 10, and I've just gotten around to wrapping up actually. So as you know, as I said earlier, I've had the parents over for tea and what have you, and then I've had a bit of running around to do. I've just put the wife to bed, and that's pretty much where I'm going to be going now after I've put this on the Mac. Everything else is on. I think the editing is basically done as well, so it's literally just this bit. And I'm absolutely exhausted. Hopefully I'll catch up with some bits and pieces on YouTube. I've got loads to catch up on, probably about 3 days worth, something like that. It's just been one of those weekends. So with that, guys, I'm going to say this is me signing off. So do take care of yourselves, have a good week ahead, and I'll see you next time. Cheers guys, see ya.